Hey my lovelies, this is a quick one. I was compelled, or I should say I am compelled to make this video after the last one that I just recorded, which is basically about family dynamics and the ways in which you can be manipulated but also kind of ostracized or made to be the quote-unquote black sheep of the family, even though and kind of hated for things that you actually haven't done. All stories in the head, and that can cause you a lot of pain, and that's where boundaries come in and where God comes in more than anything. But anyway, this is, I guess, almost like a follow-on, but I just wanted to quickly say, look, you will not meet, and this is to my ladies, you will not meet your Boaz if you don't stop people pleasing. I don't know how many of you are like people pleasing to the point of where you have kind of lost yourself. I don't even know if you even know that you're people pleasing, and that you have lost yourself. But I tell you something, it's a really quick way to bring yourself closer and closer and closer to a world of depression. Because when you start people pleasing, you start to self-hate, you start to drain yourself of your own resources, the ones that were given to you freely and those that you've built up on your own, and you start to almost become everything that you're trying to please. So it's a quick way, again, to lose yourself, because at some point you won't recognize who the heck you are, and everything that they class as valuable now becomes valuable to you, and you seem to at some point start to lose your own value, and your own understanding of what makes you tick, what makes you happy, and that is a quick way to depression, because there's going to be a point where something will happen. Again, going back to the video I posted earlier, I'm not sure when I'm going to post this one, but probably by the time this goes out it will be yesterday. You will be tested. God will test you, because that's what we're here to do anyway. It's part of the process of having a human experience. But some of these tests will be so painful that it will be done in such a way that you will find yourself going down a rabbit hole of depression, and the test is there to basically bring you down to your bottom, to the bottom. So think of a well, think of a very deep well. You might find yourself down there wondering how the hell to climb yourself back out of it again. And I know this might sound over the top, it might sound like it's just too much, it's maybe I'm being extra. I'm not. I'm really not. People pleasing is not the way to go. And probably the reason why you're people pleasing is because there's some unmet unmet expectations, but also some trauma bonds that have been created because of most likely childhood trauma, things that you've gone through, that you've literally just gone through, because children just tend to have things happen and they seem to be just floating through it. They never are. And then as soon as they get into their formative years and hormones kick in and teenage years, now you've got a troubled teen on your hand. Or you could be like me. I was never a troubled teen, so to speak. I was always good. I was home when I was told to be home. I did what I was told to do. I didn't have lots of people. I wasn't hanging around lots of people. I wasn't never late home. I never crossed boundaries. Nothing like that. But I did find myself looking for love in all the wrong places. And in doing so, I found that it was very easy to people please in order to get back what I thought I needed to feel validation. And that's based on the validation and the peace that I wasn't getting at home and in my childhood. And it was also to cover up some of the bruises. They were never physical bruises, they were emotional bruises from things that had been said, some things that had been done and not done, but mostly things that had been said that to this day I still have some healing to do. And but in recognizing that people pleasing was my tool, it means that the healing process has started. And I'm assuming if you're listening to this, you've gone through something similar. And if you have, I just want to know I'm here with you. People pleasing is not the way to go. You do not have to do what they want you to do or what you think they need you to do in order for you to be the best version of yourself in that relationship. If that's the case, it's probably a familiar relationship, and familiar, not only does it breed contempt, but it means you've been through this thing already. And if you've been through this thing already, why would you want to repeat the same pattern again? So it's now time to recognize what you're doing to yourself. You will never do enough for that person. They will continue to take, and your Boaz is waiting for you on the other side of your people pleasing. So I want you to get right within yourself, and start to do for you. It's not selfish, it's selfful. Be selfful. It's not selfish, it's selfful. Be right with you. I will keep on saying that. Love and light.